Yo, Sister of the Knight here for another video, and today I'm going to be playing Humanity Must Perish once again. Anyway, I'm going to be continuing this series, and some episodes may be longer, some episodes may be shorter, depends on how much time I have to record. Anyway, let's get on with the video, shall we? Taking a few minutes to question Ali about her parents, their financial status, and their peculiar decision to raise a child. I was soon left alone as the morning bell rang, signifying the start of school. Ali waved goodbye and ran towards the school, excitedly about the notion that this would be her last day, despite being completely uninformed as to the reason why this was the case. Rather than seek to engage any more students, I headed back to the city and located an air conditioning building open to the public. Oh, stupid sneeze won't come out. Ugh. That's like the worst feeling ever when you're about to sneeze but it doesn't come out and you have a really stupid face. Upon entering the building, I disabled the fans, blowing heat out of my body, and allowed the air conditioning to cool me down instead. Doing so removed the faint humming noise from inside of my body, making me appear even more human than before. The sample size may be small, but it would seem that it is difficult for humans to tell the difference between my current body and that of the real human being. Are all humans being so unobservant? If so, what chance will they have now that I've removed the most obvious giveaway? Observation is a skill required for the furthering of a race. If mankind cannot differentiate between organic and inorganic materials, how can they be trusted to reorganize the harm they do before it's too late? I must investigate further. I walk around the air-conditioned building, a so-called shopping center, aimlessly for a while. I covered every floor and entered the numerous stores, speaking to many people as I did. No matter how many people I spoke to, however, not a single one of them realized that I was an android. All spoke to me as I was a regular human being. A couple commented that I should be at school, and the young male asked me for an excessively sweet fruit. A date. But not one of them thought me inhuman. How pathetic. These humans are simple-minded fools. Do they all truly not notice, or do they simply not care? Either way, ignoring the truth is no way to advance a society. These humans must learn to pay proper attention to their surroundings. The moment that thought ran through my head, I noticed the sound of quickly approaching footsteps. Hold on, let me guess. It's cosplay guy. I turned around to face the source of the sound, and the moment I did... Guy! I knew it. Well, it's not a guy, but close enough. Otaku girl. As Nuxtaku said, those don't exist. A human girl ran into me. Ow, ow. Oh? The girl quickly covered her skirt with her hands, then gradually rose to her feet. She brushed off her clothing as she straightened her back, then turned to me with an apologetic expression. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I was in a rush and I wasn't looking where I was going, so when you suddenly turned around, I kind of... You should be more observant. Next time you might hurt someone other than yourself. Yes, you're right. I'm completely in the wrong. Please forgive me. No, it's not a matter of forgiveness. You're the injured party here, not me. You needn't apologize. Yes, but I did run into you if you weren't so sturdy. The high school girl suddenly drew really close. She ran her eyes down my body from head to toe, as though judging a piece of meat. It can't be, are you... This girl's eyes opened wide in surprise. So it happened at last. Finally, a human who can tell by the sight that I am... Are you cosplaying as Jiro-chan from my childhood friend? It's actually an android from the future. ... Another human who thinks I'm a cosplayer. I shook my head from side to side. Really, the similarity is uncanny. Apart from the uniform, of course. The girl proudly puffed out her chest, drawing particular attention to her bust. She smiled widely and took a step closer. Are you attempting to appeal to me sexually? What? No! Then why are you presenting your bosom? I'm not. Take a closer look. Maybe I'll use this as the screenshot. Who knows? Very well. I moved my face closer to the girl's chest. After a few moments of continued analysis, I concluded that the girl was drawing attention to the emblem on her school uniform. As I was wearing the same uniform, this girl was apparently pointing out that her uniform differed from this Jiro-chan's character. My apologies. I understand my mistake. It appears that I must become more observant. However, raising my clock speed in an environment like this would not be safe. The rules of operation placed on my body exist for a reason. Yeah. No need to come up with excuses. We all make mistakes. Anyway, on to more important matters. You're here for the new DQ game, aren't you? DQ? Hearing the unfamiliar acronym, I performed a quick search. My initial search of DQ came up with pertaining mostly to Dairy Queen, a fast food restaurant. Assuming that this was not the... DQ. Man, I can go for some freaking shakes from there. Oh, so off topic. Assuming this is not what the girl meant, I refined my search to QQ game, and a decreased number of results, but still nothing definitive. Finally, I searched for the new DQ game, and the very first result told me what I needed to know. Are you referring to the new Dragon Quest game? Of course, what else would I mean by DQ? Rather than cite the numerous alternatives that turned up when I performed my search, I remained silent. But man, I gotta say, I'm surprised to see you here. I thought I was going to be the only girl lining up for the new DQ game. I never would have guessed someone as delicate as you would be here. Dedicated. Dedicated? Are you referring to me? Do you see any other cosplayers lining up? Once again, I did not answer the strange girl's rhetorical question. You know, as surprising as I was to find you here, I am glad you don't get this kind of experience buying games online. If I had bought it online, I never would have met you, and I never have realized that there was a girl my age at my school who shares the same passion as I do. Yes, I understand the point you are making, but I do not find it troublesome and insufficient to visit a physical store. Producing digital media online makes more sense. Tis, how naive are you, Miss Jill-chan? My name is Q. Jill-chan, if you had the new DQ game online, what do you think would happen a few days from now, when you completed the main story and all the side quests? Like I said, my name is... Exactly, nothing would happen. But if you bought a physical disc instead, you could sell the game at its full retail price to other gamers. Buy a new game, complete it quickly, sell it a while it's still valuable. Like so, you can play all the latest games without losing a single dollar. God damn it. I clicked too much. Sorry about that, guys. I see, so a physical sale may be more inefficient and makes more sense financially. Right. I mean, what kind of student has the money to buy every new game the second it comes out? The answer is smart students like this girl right here. The girl once again puffed at her chest. This time she pointed at herself with both thumbs, smiling broadly and taking a confident stare full of pride. Understood, I accept your hypothesis on the sale of digital versus physical units of database products. You are smarter than you look. That's not something I hear very often. I usually see the glasses and braids and assume I'm super smart. You wouldn't believe how many times random students have called me class rep. But once they see my grades... The girl suddenly averted her eyes as her mouth warped into a troublesome smile. I see, so you are knowledgeable in some fields but poor in others. That is nothing to be ashamed of, it's perfectly normal. I know, right? But my parents and teachers don't see it that way. They're always like, stop playing games and study. Boy, how is that relatable? I remember when I was in school, I used to stay up late and argue with my parents. That I chose to stay up late and play video games. But to be fair, I passed every single test I was ever given because no test was really difficult for me. Anyway, really, have they never heard of competitive gaming or beta testing? A pro gamer can make a living so easy. That is true, as jobs involving manual labor have increasingly become automated. The economic impact of video games has only become more prominent. There is now more money to be made testing or selling video games than there is to be building homes. See, I knew you'd get it. I do indeed. So does this mean you're a professional gamer? Oh, I wouldn't say that exactly. Understood, so you're a software developer, specializing in video games? No, not quite. You are neither a professional gamer nor a developer. In that case, are you perhaps an artist or a musician? You might also be a writer, I suppose, or perhaps even. I'm I'm just an ordinary player, okay? I look as much as I like. Uh, I look as much as I'd like to make games of my own. I'm just still a high school student. I've, I'm already behind on my studies. The only way I could find time to start making games as well would be to cut on sleep. No, you could simply stop playing. Don't you dare finish that sentence. Sensing that the girl in front of me was becoming quite heated, I accepted her warning. We stood in silence for a few moments as she took a few deep breaths. I monitored her body temperature, breathing, and heart rate. Once I was satisfactory that she had calmed down, I spoke once more. So, you said you were going to purchase the new DQ game? Oh, right, I better get moving. Come on. We have to get there before they sell out. No sooner had she calmed down, the girl excitedly raised her voice once more. She grabbed me by the hand and led me towards the video game store, seemingly arrogant of my inhuman weight. We entered the store together, located the new game, and made 2 purchases. Whew, lots of reading. Having parted ways with my new DQ buddy, yeah, I like this. I wandered around the city for a few more hours as the sun began to set. The number of human beings, both on foot and in cars, continued to decrease. At the time, had fully set, almost no one remained on the street. Midnight approached rapidly, leaving me with only one short amount of time to make further contact before heading back to the lab. Even if I search repeatedly, I won't find any human beings willing to talk to a complete stranger at me at this time of night. Okay guys, I'm gonna make it a short video today and end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the day's episode. Anyway, this has been Cicero the Neko Knight. And I'm gonna end it here, guys. Peace.